Hey, it's time for your TLC Weekly Hiking Club vid clip for the week of May the 14th, Monday, May the 14th. Let's get right into it. We got a lot to cover this week because we've got several events coming up this week for the hiking club. So let's dive right into it. Today's hike, yes, today is Saturday, getting this in early. Let me start out by saying Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there and grandmothers, you know, who are mothers, etc., etc. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Do not want to forget about that. And now let's get into the hike for the day. We just got back from, it was a pretty cool hike, Mount Peely. I had never been out there to the Mazatals in that area. You know, obviously I've driven by a number of times going to and from Payson, etc., etc. But when you drive into that, 10 miles of pretty winding, twisting dirt road, that adds to the adventure as well, especially if you drive with me. But the hike itself was really cool because it was shaded in a lot of places, and you're in the Ponderosa Pines and the Juniper Pines, and 2.5 miles in, and you're climbing 1,500 feet in elevation, so it's still a good cardio workout. Once you get to the last half-mile ascent to the top, that's where the fun really began, and you leave the trail and kind of use some mixed-use trail, goat trail, if you will, and followed the cairns, what was available. There wasn't that many cairns, so you ended up bushwhacking a little off-trail, which added to the adventure, but that was where the majority of the steepness had come, was getting up to the summit then. It was over 20 degrees cooler up there than Phoenix, which we knew going into it. You know, it was low 70s, and the wind was blowing at the summit. It was a beautiful day, a magical, beautiful day with a lot of wonderful friends and hikers, and thanks to all of you who had attended that hike. The one interesting thing, it was kind of sad. When we were at the summit, we saw some fire out near the beginning of the entrance where you come in off of 87, the main highway. And it just was like, wow, you know, we didn't see that coming in. Is there a controlled burn going on, which we were hoping, and it was not. As we were leaving, LEOs, law enforcement officers, and rangers were headed back the trail, and we were talking to them, of course, back the road to clear everybody out of the wilderness area for their protection, of course. But I guess it was human. A human had set this fire, and the rangers were looking for the human or humans that had done this, and they, of course, were asking us questions of suspicious activity and cars we had seen, etc., etc. But it was a collaborative effort between rangers and sheriff's office, the MCSO, who I love, topic for another day, and highway patrol, etc., etc. So it was sad because it was a big fire. You could see the flames and the pillaring smoke and the brown smoke. It was really you know, bad to see that, what, you know, one human can cause. Anyhow, moving on, because we got a lot more to cover, but today's hike, phenomenal. I recommend you, if you've never done Mount Peely, get out there, see it, escape the heat of the valley and get in some cool weather. Next Thursday, the 17th, is Peekaboo Hike, Night Ranger, and that's just a night hike, kind of a precursor to the Rim to Rim hike, because the Rim to Rim hike we are starting at you know, early in the morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, so we will need our headlamps. So this is just kind of a training session to get used to your headlamps. Get them out, wipe the dust off of them. Squaw Peak, Piestewa Peak, Not much of a hike, but, you know, hey, it is a good cardio workout with 1,200 feet in elevation gain and 1.2 miles. So it is a great cardio workout. And like I said, it is a good training session. Get your headlamp out. Kind of get a little acclimated to hiking at dark. That's Thursday the 17th. Moving on, Saturday the 19th is when we are skydiving. TLC Hiking Club, we are skydiving down at the skydiving facility in Eloy. So can't wait for that. You know me, I'm an adrenaline junkie. So that should be a blast as well. Anybody who wants to come down, check it out. Check us out. It is 8 o'clock, I think, in the morning that we have to be there. 8:30, I think, or 9 o'clock is when we go up in the plane. Little coffee, top of the morning to you, yar. And so that should be a great event. Afterwards, I'm going to go over and fly in the machine that they have, the internal machine that they have. You can float. I forget the name of it. It's been a long day. I'm tired. Moving on to Sunday the 20th is the another kind of fitness workout, fitness hike for Tempe's A Mountain. And here's the scoop on that hike, just so you kind of know what we're doing. A Mountain is a short but steep 330 feet straight up elevation gain. We're going to do that 3 times, up, down, up, down, up, down. Take a short break. From there, we're going to walk across the street over to Tempe Town Lake, and we are going to run, jog, or hike, whatever your pleasures are. If you want to hike it, that's fine. The last time I did that, about a third of us ran it, and 2/3 of the people hiked it, around it, which is fine, whatever. It's still beautiful scenery. You're hiking around the lake, you know, etc., etc. So that is the gist of what's going on that morning. It's a training session. It's a little bit different than some of the hikes that we do. You know, we're not hitting some summit and with spectacular views, or you know, coming down some talus chutes and scaring the bejesus out of people. But it is a training session. You are going to get a workout. There's no question about it. And with that said, that is it. Covered all 3 events that are coming up within the next week. And I hope you all have a fantastic Mother's Day on the 13th. R&R, relax, and I hope you all have a productive week. We'll see you.